Today I'm sharing a great news. I'm traveling from Paris to London, and I wake up in the morning and I have just now in the airport I have seen the decision of the Rwanda plan, the Home Secretary and the Boris Johnson first plan to send asylum seeker in Rwanda, which basically the highest court of the UK Supreme Court has declared that is unlawful. So that means this plan will not go ahead. The government will change the plan now, the whole plan. So back in first, this plan was introduced and placed by the Boris Johnson, Mr. Boris Johnson, when he was in number 10, and then a lot of discussion. The law passed. In any case, this even the plan was in a point where the plane was boarded. The plane was ready to send the first flight, and that point it was challenged, and the injunction was sick, which was granted, and then anyway in the High Court, and then is the Court of Appeal also declared that that plan is not lawful, and finally the government, the Home Office, basically appealed to the Supreme Court against the decision of the Court of Appeal, that is, which Court of Appeal initially also declared the plan was unlawful, and that was the outcome. The judgment came this morning, and all the judges unanimously gave the judgment and agreed that the government plan for Rwanda to send asylum seeker is unlawful. And what is the basis of this judgment? On what law the Supreme Court take into account? Well, the EU Treaty, Human Rights Act, and other international law treaty that take into account, and on the basis of that, the Home Office the Supreme Court basically give their unanimous decision. That means the plan is unlawful. So now what? Did the government, or do the government, the official Home Office, or do they, bound by the decision of the Supreme Court, or they can go ahead without ignoring the decision of the Supreme Court? Well, legally it is, the Home Office is, or the Home Secretary, the Prime Minister, government is not bound by the decision of the Supreme Court of Appeal. The reason is, this is in the UK, the supreme authority is the Parliament. So if the Parliament wants and approve it, they can go ahead. However, the decision of the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeal or High Court, although it is not binding, but once the plan declare unlawful, then of course the government should respect the decision of the Supreme Court. There is a pressure from media, there is pressure from civil society, there is a pressure from human rights group, and that's why normally the government respect the decision of the Supreme Court, and that means more likely the government plan to send asylum seeker in Rwanda will not go ahead. So that is the brilliant outcome. And although when the Home Secretary first proposed this plan, I myself and many people was against it, and we told that, I myself told that in the live video, that plan will be challenged. It will not go ahead. This is unlawful. The country like Rwanda to send asylum seeker. This is the ambition this was the ambition of Boris Johnson, and his Home Secretary, Mrs. Priti Patel. She was the person who behind it and the Aboriginals. But this is all about politics actually, because they knew about it, that this plan will not go ahead, and they just keep the people and media busy with this unnecessary plan. Politics with dinghy, stop the small boat. So this is what all about it. But anyway, this is a big victory for asylum seeker. So if you want to, I'll give a brief more update regarding immigration law and what will be the government next plan. If you want to know about it more, please feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel or Facebook page, and I'll give you all the update in here. Thank you very much. All for today.